The hardest thing I've ever done for my business is burn it all down. I've actually had to do that 2 times. So most recently, I moved into this studio space earlier this year, and I went from, like a very small 400 square foot space to this over, 3,000 square foot plus space. And it took being a different person really to do that, and changing my mindset around how I run my business. So I'm going to talk about the second time, which is now. And I've been doing YouTube for 5.5 years now, and it's been awesome. I even started a second YouTube channel with my husband with nature and wildlife photography. And I've loved it. I've held on to this channel for 5.5 years. And unfortunately, what ended up happening is I burnt myself out. So literally burnt myself out with both YouTube channels. And when I came into this space, I said, I've got to be more of the CEO of my business, which is an identity shift. And I've always been, the owner of my business, but thinking of myself truly as a CEO, the one responsible, it's a whole nother level. So in order to do that and maintain this next phase of my business, the next decade of my business, well, I had to change some things. And of course, I got really dramatic and called it burning it all down. And when I say that, what comes to mind for me is a phoenix. So phoenixes, they're mythological, obviously, but the idea behind them is that they burn down and grow back and build down and grow back. And that is the basis behind this tattoo. So this is a dove/phoenix. And when I first got this tattoo, somebody said, hey, trying to catch me, right? That phoenixes burn down and build back up several times. I said, obviously, of course I know that. Yes, I do know that. So I got really dramatic this summer, and I said, oh my gosh, something's got to change, and I'm going to be dramatic about it, and I'm going to burn it all down. So let's see, let's put this over here. So unfortunately, when you burn things down, they can destroy things. And that kind of destroyed this channel the way that it lived for the last 5 years. Which was a really hard day when I had to tell my amazing editor, Katie, that I did not have the capacity. I was in tears. I said, listen, I just can't do it anymore. I need to take some time off. I don't know how long that's going to be. And even, hey, this video today doesn't mean I'm starting up every week again. I just wanted to touch bases with you and kind of be real and tell you where I'm at. So that was a super, super hard call because I love Katie. Katie is like, she's almost like one of my kids. Her kids are amazing. It was the worst for me. That call was awful. And maybe someday I'll be at a point where I can do consistent videos and have Katie edit them again. If I ever get to Sweden, I'm absolutely going to go see her and her family. So Katie, if you're watching this, you're the best. That was part of my burning things down, kind of like what got you, well, what gets you there, what got you here doesn't get you there. So everything I've been doing to this point built me to here, but to expand what I'm doing, that same stuff capped out. So I can't do the same things anymore, which unfortunately meant I needed to do less YouTube. So that's kind of where we're at for the burn it down phase right now, is that I am just really reassessing what I have the capacity to do for YouTube and what you want. So my plan at this point is to do videos when I can, because I'll be editing them, and do live streams in between. So I'm going to be doing a lot more live streams throughout the end of this year. This does not at all change Pro Pet Photog. So Pro Pet Photog is actually the same as it's always been. It's going to keep going just like it is. My community, the website, I'm going to be working on it, but we will have community center, all of our regular meetings. If you're not sure what that is, go to propetphotog.com. We have an amazing group of people there that are pro and aspiring pro pet photographers and other kinds of photographers. And we talk about the business and craft of pet photography in there. And it's awesome. And that continues. So that's good. That stays the same. Toolkit, that goes here. But just kind of what I'm putting out on YouTube is just gonna look different. So really, I think one of my pearls of wisdom for you today is when you feel like burning it down, pause actually first. And I did pause first. This was not on a whim at all. So just so you know, burning it down was not on a whim. I really thought about it. I talked to mentors, coaches, and I didn't take it lightly at all, especially when it comes to supporting another family like Katie. That was the worst part, because I love to be able to support other families and other entrepreneurs and other business people, other businesses. And so that was hard. Actually, this goes in here. But sometimes you really have to do that. Really do a hard reset. Kind of like when your computer starts crashing over and over. Mine's restarting right now. Sometimes you just have to do a hard reset. And hard is the key word there for me, it was hard to do that. But it was necessary. There were some other things I kind of burnt down during that time. A friendship, a couple other things that just were draining me and depleting me and taking my capacity. So if I have this much time in a day and this much energy in a day, where am I going to allocate it? So I had to do that for my mental and physical health. Yeah. So if you ever feel like maybe you're at a stale point in your business, or you feel like a huge growth point, like how are you going to get to this other point in your business or your life? You can restart. It is never too late to restart. If I had some kind of a pearl of wisdom for you today, it's probably that. It's okay to restart. Yeah, that's probably what I'd say to you. I don't know. I like these videos to have a lesson for you, but also give you a little peek behind the scenes of what it's actually like. With me, especially moving into this space and going into the second decade of my business, it was time. It was time for a hard restart that I had to take really, really seriously. There's different expenses. There's different hopes and dreams on the line. And I have to give a little plug for the podcast I'm doing with my coach, Robin McIntyre. We're doing the Shift Happens podcast, and I couldn't have taken on this big change without her. And the words of wisdom that she has imparted on me through our personal coaching over the last almost year. Really stepping into the role. I am the CEO of my business. That is something we talk about. I'm the woman who, I'm the CEO who, talking about our identity. Where's our energy at? All of her famous one-liners, all of that, my confidence is built up. I have more words to put to how I'm feeling. So I'll put a link to our podcast there too. This is such an amazing project that I'm working on with her. And so that took precedence to me. This is such a growth point for me, and I'm hoping it can help you too. And obviously all of Robin's audience too. So shout out to Robin, and thank you, Katie, for editing that podcast. So I'm all moved into this space. My ashes are coming back to life. I'm a fledgling phoenix right now. Kind of learning what my new day-to-day routine is, my new week-to-week routine, new marketing, new services and products, a new networking. I am really making a lot of big changes that are very exciting for me, but they do take me a little away from all of you. But just so you know, I'm still here for you. I absolutely love you all and teaching you and being here for you. So stay tuned. If you're not on the email list, get on the email list, because that's when I'll tell you when I'm going to go live or when the next video is coming out. So that's what I've got for you today. Hope everything finds you awesome going into the last part of 2024. Yeah, that's where I'm at. And I'll see you in the next one. And as always, I wish you many woofs, purrs, and TREATSs.